Previously on Kingdom Come Deliverance II.
Marika needs the Voivod's amulet. Voivod, what if we made a wager for the amulet?
Whoa.
The Voivod won't give up the amulet, but he agrees to wager it with me.
And the big cache next to it. You will find a small hollow in the trunk covered with bark. That is where I hid the lamp.
Got that from. Yep, that's here.
Do it! The letter is here with me.
See? Where there is will, there is way. But you can still back out. No foul play. Whoever finishes course first wins.
You can start in 3, 2, 1. Go!
Go! Go!
There is round 2 to worry about. But I warn you.
Tough shit. Fucker. You don't stand power.
I won the wager.
You call that winning?
Someone who wants to see you.
Dead.
Marika. Me and Henry help you back to camp. Much to celebrate.
Why? He's in blood.
Lots of
It
these.
happens.
Gotcha.
Just watch where you're going next.
Now what we have to do? I think we have completed all the tasks. The skill teacher. There's the battles. Okay. Now guys, now we can move on. We can go here. Let's go to Trotsky. Continue. And on the map, we're gonna go here first.
Wow, this doesn't seem too bad.
Go! Quick!
So there's the road.
Ka!
What the fuck is that? Oh, that's unusual. Oh, that was on this in purpose.
Go! Go! Quick!
My god, just see the view.
Go!
I think we're here, guys. We discovered that hole, I think. Yeah. Okay, I think we have to steal this thing. Just check the journal. Yeah, Walmart's Oba wants me to steal the maypole from the Chekhov game, but they probably keep a good eye on it. I need to come up with a plan. I could try asking the project fella. So who is project? Let's see. Is the higher hand. Okay, so this is the...
So, this is your famous maypole.
Settings. One more thing I have to do. Key bindings. Load on your house. Left control. Okay. Caps lock. FL. Yeah, that's it.
I'm too conspicuous during the day. Better to try at night.
Anything from the well? Nothing. Okay. So this is the tavern. Good. Okay, nice people you have there.
That's a beautiful maypole you have there. You don't see that every day. I reckon all the other villagers must envy you.
They sure do. Them Zhelievites try to steal it, but our fellas kick their asses. Why are you so interested in it anyway?
I'm from a small town myself, and I can appreciate a nice maypole. I remember having to guard it every year.
Tell me about it. A real headache it is. But for a good cause. Sorry. I'm just a bit on edge these days. And if someone had bad intentions, Henrik would show them how we do things here in Tachov. That's the one thing he's good for.
I wanted to ask about Henrik.
What about him?
Did he do something to you? Sounds like you're not exactly fond of him.
Aye, I'm not. He's been getting on my nerves ever since he got together with our Manka. I'm afraid he'll mess with her head and run off with her, just like his bloody brothers did.
Where did they go?
What do I know? One day they just packed up and wandered off. Their village wasn't good enough for them, I reckon. I wouldn't mind if someone went and beat the thought of Manka out of his head. Maybe someone not from around here.
Why not? I could manage that.
He's not much of a fighter, but I reckon if you call him a vagrant or something, it'll surely rile him up. And I'll remember you did me a little favour.
Can I spend the night here?
We're not set up for that here.
I'll pay you well if you let me spend the night here every now and then.
For a few groschen, you can sleep on the hay.
Agreed. I'll pay. I hope that'll be enough.
Fine. Feel free to sleep on the hay, but don't go wandering around my home.
Show me your wares.
We need this.
Great! Come back anytime, friend.
It'll be over soon.
So that old fool wants us to steal this maypole, but what is just... Actually, this place is much nicer than this cello. There's only a wooden garden here. There is no tavern here. I don't know. Let me see the journal. The frog. As Tachov gang is possibly playing tricks on Shelov chaps and causing them trouble. The Shelov chaps have decided to not let it slide. Old Obam has some ideas on how to one up the Tachov lot and decided to help him because it sounds like a lot of fun. Another project about the maypole, the pride of the whole village. Now I just have to steal it some unguarded moment. Project would like to send out Hanik. He said I might go with him to fight if I mention his brother's leaving. Okay. Kick Hanik ass. Okay. Let's see, let's go to Hanik. Kick his ass. Oh, that's the blacksmith. Nice. Let's talk to him.
God bless.
What a nice maypole. It'd be a shame if something...
What?
Nothing. Nothing. Really, very nice.
I'll say, the best in the country. Do you know why?
No?
Because it's the only one. We toppled the one in Zhelyov. They never saw it coming. Nobody gets the better of us. I don't think they're going to try anything, after that beating anyway. Even if they do, Henrik will raise the alarm and we'll kick their asses again.
Okay, let's check with
How can I help you today, friend?
Would you repair a few things?
Let's see if we can repair.
Thank you kindly, and come.
Okay, great.
I'll have a look at the wares.
My god, now he's got the swords and all. This is common longsword. What is this? A short sword is said to have been given a special name because of its origin. I'll take this. But that's nice. Does look nice, guys. You already got the milk wife, right? The how much? This is like 44. Okay. I'm of the trader. This is 37. This we can take. We'll take this. What about gauntlets? This is hand gloves. Let's see the player. 104. Okay. Let's see the trader. Counters, plain laminar gauntlets. This is 88 and ours is, let's see, ours is 27. Okay, we're gonna buy this. Reinforced, reinforced temper. Okay, we'll take this. What about the legs? This is leg truces, 88. This is like 95. What about ours? Let's see. Ours is 95. So I don't think so. We need this. The strength is 95. And what about the stats? The raw spurs, expert raw spurs. We don't need this. Okay. Now what? Armor. The cycle.
Word about the price.
All right.
I'm gonna go down more. Let's go for this much.
Do you accept?
More.
Oh. What about this much?
Aye, you'll convince me with that price. Pleasure doing business. Take care.
Okay, let's check the inventory. We don't need this. Piercing arrows. Offhand hand slot 1. What? So piercing arrows are here. Okay, that's it. What about this? Okay. Reinforced. Okay. Oh, we're talking, man. That's good. So.
What can I do for you?
Talk to him and we're gonna trade. Just
Show me your way.
We're gonna sell him our hunting arrows. Maybe not. Maybe we require it for killing some games, animals and all. Okay. Yep. Let's close the deal.
Thank you, and a good day to you, friend.
Boy, come here, boy. Take this. What more I can give you, boy? The spear mug is like done. Okay. What else I can give you? Okay. Whenever we need something, we can take it from the horse. No need for us to keep this here. I'm gonna save it. Save the game. Yes. Okay. Resume.
What would you like?
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last 2 hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. What do they call you?
Henry.
Oh, Henry, the blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test. so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. Go over to the anvil and let's get started. Get to it. I want to see how you'll fare. Are you gonna get started? Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up bit by bit. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works the bellow. Tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. Hey, innkeeper, that beer. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. You'll never finish it like this. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. Henry, stop gaping into the fire like a fortune teller and heat it up. Thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Hear that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. You see how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. Oh, just got nasty premonition. I've got to... There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking. Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
What good does it do me to whistle while I work?
It makes you work to a rhythm. You won't get tired so quickly, and the iron feels it.
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up. And by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
What's the right way to heat up the workpiece?
Do it till it turns the color of straw. Ideally, the color should be the same everywhere, if your forging's going to be even. The main thing is, don't work it cold. You just ruin it. But don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks start to fly off it in the furnace, take it out.
Why should I forge evenly?
If you keep hammering the same spot, you'll never finish it. You'll just fuck it up. But jumping from one end to the other ain't a good idea neither. You'd end up working unevenly. The best thing to do is aim each strike next to the one before.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. And they can't afford it neither.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you can sell them. Though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house. There are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in by the rear door, next to the woodshed. And you can put your things in the chest there. Don't worry, nobody'll steal them.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right, here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work. What can I do for you?
I heard you could...
It can be done, but it doesn't come free. What is this about?
Well, I'm experienced in black...
Thanks. I'll teach you one trick, but it'll take time to learn it.
I'm still not...
Why not? Why don't you?
Damn.
Then get it. I'll be happy. It's about those two idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a cart full of goods towards Semine, and they never came back.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up, and especially the cargo. Go to Semine and find out what the bloody hell happened.
All right. I'll get right on it then.
Go ahead. And if you find that pair of fools drunk, kick their asses for me.
Gladly. I'll kick some sobriety into them.
Care, friend.
God bless you.
What's new around?
You should pay a visit to Old Mouth sometime. He's our local storyteller, you know. He could tell you all sorts of interesting things. I have some here to sell, if you want. And that's all, lads.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper. I really need to eat something.
Greetings.
Greetings to you too.
Show me your ware.
Ah, never mind then. Farewell.
God bless.
How's it going?
It's shit, to tell you the truth.
How come?
Because I have to guard this bloody maypole. I can't even get a good night's sleep because of it, and there's plenty of other work to do during the day. And then there's... Ah, never mind. Forget it.
What did you want to say? Sometimes it's better to share your troubles. Two heads are better than one, after all.
I mean, if you say so, it's about Manka. I'm sure you've noticed her. She's the prettiest lass around.
I must have missed her.
No matter. Me and Manka love each other, but her parents are against it. I don't even know why. They just don't like me. They forbid her from seeing me. We went to a dance together in Troskowitz recently, but when they found out, they were furious. Now they're keeping close watch over her and causing problems for me as well.
Yeah, that's rough. But I really don't think I can help you. Henrik, what about your brothers?
What? Why do you care?
No, it's just that I've been hearing some interesting things about them around town.
Pah, let them talk. I don't know anything about them. They left.
Why did they leave?
I'm not sure. This place isn't too bad, but I reckon they wanted to see the world. Penna left after Pa died, and Rudlin right after Ma's passing, so I was left here alone.
And where did they go?
Hard to say. One said he'd head towards Prague. The other decided to go wherever his legs take him. But as for where they are now, I've no clue. They both said they'd return in a year, but they never did. I hope I get to see them again.
I hear you've got Wanderer's blood, and you're getting ready to leave, just like them. I'm a bit of a wanderer myself. Will you take me with you?
This again? Just you wait. I'll show you, just like I'll show anyone who talks about me like that.
When you say show, do you mean run away? I've heard that's all you can do. At least that's what everyone says.
Come on then. You ask for it. I'll kill you. Huh? Kurva! I'm wounded!
Someone better hold
Useless! I'll sort you out nicely. Ah! Christ! I'm hit! Take that! Enough! I've got nothing to tell you. I lost.
Sharpening
So
his axe,
what?
but you...
Same to you.
Innkeeper, a beer! Hi.
Good news. I kicked Henrik's arse.
That's what I like to hear. I'll see to it that word gets out about what a hothead he is. But I'd better wait till tomorrow when he's back on his feet. If the other lot found out Henrik's licking his wounds, I'm sure they'd rush the maypole tonight. We can do without a guard for one night.
Exactly. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, but never mind. Where were we? Aye, I'm glad he got what was coming to him. Maybe Manka will even understand she can do better. Anyway, it's good to know you're dependable. I'll remember that.
Here it comes! God in heaven, you'll see.
hungry I could eat a horse. I can't chop it with my bare hands. I need an axe.
Don't think I can't see you.
I could go for something to eat now.
Huh? Huh. Strange. I must be mad. Huh? Huh? To hell with it.
Right, listen to what I have to say. Only a blind man can't see it. Sigismund is a...
I'm feeling a bit peckish.
God bless.
I should eat something. Say, I have this fancy maypole from Takov here if you're interested.
My God! They're going to slit the toast! Nobody's got them this good in years! You're a champ, Henry! As soon as I saw you, I knew you had it in you. I promised you something, didn't I? And I'm a man of my word.
I wouldn't expect anything less. And one more thing that might put you in a good mood. You know Henrik?
Of course. He's the one who beat up my fellas last time they tried to get the maypole.
Aye. Well, this time he's the one that took a beating. He was pretty surprised.
Well, look at you. Beating up a strongman like that. That's like more than courage. I'll give you a little something extra for that.
Thanks, Olbram. It was my pleasure.
What do you say we pull one more trick, eh? I'd make it worth your while, of course.
All right. Why not?
Great. Now listen up. Let's really ruin their day, shall we?
I'm all ears.
Them Takovites grazed their sheep near the pasture they took from us. And you're going to scatter their sheep into the woods. What do you say? They'll have to herd them all back. I reckon they'll be proper pissed off.
All right. I'm sure they won't be happy about that.
That they won't. But that's not all. Project's beloved son is in charge of the sheep now. You'll make him look like a complete moron.
Project's son?
Aye. Project is in charge there. He gives me the most grief. And they all care about his opinion. If it wasn't for him, this whole bastard thing would have been sorted a long time ago. On top of that, he thinks his son is gifted, and that he'll be a bailiff somewhere one day. Nothing will piss him off more than seeing his son be the village idiot.
All right. That's a good plan.
Of course it is. I came up with it. The Takovites will be doing the washing soon. If you manage to drive the sheep through the drying laundry, I reckon they won't be too thrilled about it. I'll even give you an extra reward.
Say, Olbram, how am I supposed to lure away Project's son?
You'll figure it out. Actually, wait. I've got an idea. Flip this into his food, and you'll see.
What will I see?
It's what I give to my cattle for bellyache. Project's lad is going to sit all over himself. And while he's gone, you'll be able to chase off his sheep.
All right. That sounds like a plan. I'm on it.
Great. But same as before, all right? Don't go killing anyone. And don't get caught.
A bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy.
Certainly. Have no fear.
Excellent. Excellent. Next time it'll be...
Be careful, it isn't safe around here.
It happens! Just watch where you're going next time.
God grant you help.
I know she had someone there. Next time the door is stuck shut like that, I'll climb through the window here about what happened at the big wheel.
At the mill?
Yeah.
The place by the Zherovka street. What then? Has the water sprite been up to his mischief again? You could say that. They found a dead body stuck in the wheel on Sunday.
Greetings to you two.
Who was it? Some vagabond. God rest his soul. Get this.
Oh, what kind of pig was sitting here?
A week, judging by the state of his body. So what? Somebody did him in and chucked him into the water. But the river there has a powerful current. The dead man.
Get all ready.
Who's herding livestock in this village?
Depends. The young lads take turns. Now it's Manka's brother Alsheik. See you
Going
soon,
for
my
something
friend.
to eat now. Oh, so hungry I could eat a horse. Whoa. Whoa.
Gather round, horsemen! Hear what I say about the greatest evil of all, the one called...
Are we going to have Gruel's Den tonight?
Aye, of course.
God bless.
I'm done with the sheep.
Ha ha! Great! How did it go? Tell me!
Well, I scattered their sheep like you wanted.
That's perfect!
I also trampled their laundry, like you mentioned.
You did? That must have been quite unpleasant for them. They'll have to start over.
Alsheik ran like the wind after I slipped him that specialty of yours.
What a sight that must have been.
Aye. I reckon he's still throwing up.
You've taken care of everything. You deserve a reward. And with a bit on top as well, like I promised. that you did such a good job.
Thanks, Oberon.
Don't mention it. You're a handy fella. But you could be even better, with my help, of course. They say I'm a good teacher. And listen, one more thing. We'll be meeting the Takovites soon to discuss the pasture they stole from us. I'd like you to come with us. If you're not against it, that is.
What could you teach me?
Well, I'd say I've experienced quite a lot in my long interesting life. And now, in my old age, I have much wisdom to share.
Do you have anything specific in mind?
I could help you with your craftsmanship. You know, like when you want to make something. I also spent a lot of time with animals as a child.
That sounds good. I'd love to make use of your experience and learn something new.
It'll take some time. And maybe you could give me a forgotten in return, eh?
Tell me how to take better care.
When I used to run around, I won't repeat myself.
I'd like to learn a few.
It'll take some time. And maybe you could give me...
Just tell me what...
I was right. I won't repeat...
I'd like to learn...
It'll take... And maybe you...
I'd really appreciate it.
Of course I will. I won't repeat myself.
So, what else do you have in store for those Takovites?
I'll tell you, friend. We're going to meet the Takovites in our pasture and try to sort it out. And if we don't get through to them, we'll kick their arses. Will you come with us?
Why not? I've already stolen a maypole and scattered some sheep.
You will? You're really in it with us up to your ears. But I reckon it won't be much fun this time. We meet in the pasture regularly, and it's always the same. I try to explain everything to Project, but he doesn't listen to me. The thieving thief. I suppose we'll fight then. Don't worry. When the Takovites see you, they won't want to mess with us.
Wouldn't you and Project rather make up? You've had the pasture split in half for years, and it's worked so far, hasn't it?
You're tracking it down like the tusk of a bailiff source. He kept wanting to get involved. But to say the pasture ours in front of the Takovites, that he won't do.
Well, what if I talk to him? Maybe I can convince him to help us.
I wouldn't bet on it. Last time, he told me and Project he'd put us in the stocks if we keep bothering him.
You know what? I'll go have a talk with Thrush. Would you wait for me for a bit?
All right, but be quick. And don't you dare team up with them Takovites.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not too bad. It'd be better if... it wasn't raining, though.
What is it? Why are you here?
I came because of the arguments between Takov and Zhelyov.
What happened this time? Did old Bram piss in Project's ale barrels again like last year?
No, But they're getting ready to meet up and beat each other up.
Let them do it then! Maybe a few knocks to the skull will do them good, and they'll leave me alone.
How did the arguments between the Takovites and Zheliovites start, anyway?
What do I know? I was a young lad back then, but it's all because of that bloody pasture. Both villages claim that it belongs to them, but nobody has any evidence. So they split it in half, but neither side is particularly happy about it.
God. Greetings.
Shouldn't you find out who the damn pasture belongs to, then, Bailiff?
Why should I? Let them eat each other, for all I care. In the worst case, I'll put them all in the stocks. That should sort them out.
Lord von Berghoff would surely be glad you're taking care of his domain.
You think so? After all, who else but a wise and kind bailiff like me could get those idiots to make up? How the fuck am I supposed to find out who the pasture belongs to? I looked in the Chronicle. Things like that tend to be there. But Bailiff Brada, who was here before me, must have been a lunatic. You'd have to be mad to make any sense of that book.
Then let me have a look. I may not be mad, but maybe I'll find something you overlooked. You won't have to worry about anything.
You want to touch such a rare book with those filthy peasant hands? Have you lost your mind?
Don't you trust me? After all I've done for you, did you forget I sorted things out with the folks from the nomad camp?
True. Fine. You can take a look in the Chronicle. Maybe you'll piece Brada's scribblings together and make some sense of it. But be careful. Treat it like a virgin on her wedding night.
This Latin phrase looks important. Otherwise it wouldn't be written in red, would it? Fecit ordinem in region ope claviferae. I should try to find somebody who could translate it for me.
Greetings, lad. What brings you here?
I need to translate something from Latin. You're an educated man, aren't you? Would you help me?
Why not? It's nice to see simple folk wanting to get educated. What is it you need translated?
Fecit ordinem in regione ope claviferae.
That's definitely Latin, but what could it mean? In regione is obvious. That's in the country or region. Fecit ordinem is something like to bring order. And Clave ferre means iron spike, or maybe nail. So, brought order to the region with the help of an iron nail. Where did you hear that nonsense?
That's not important. The main thing is I know what it means, and hopefully it'll help me in my work. Thank you.
Till we meet
I'm
again.
so hungry I could eat a horse.
Oh, well. Now just this. Ave Maria.
Greetings.
What do you have for...
Thanks,
to you
and
too.
have a nice day, friend.
Same to you.
Go! Good. Ka! Ka! Ah, here's the damn nail. Right in the middle of the pasture. Olbram and Prochek won't be happy.
too bad.
Ugh.
I finally found the damn border between the Takhov and Zhelyov parts of the pasture.
How the hell did you manage that?
I found it in that chronicle of yours. It wasn't easy, but we can finally put an end to all that endless fighting.
Oh, about fucking time. So then, are you sure you found the right place?
Definitely. Bailiff Brada took iron nails and used them to mark the border so that people wouldn't forget where it is. One of them is in the oak tree on the pasture.
That's nice of him and all, but he could have fucking told somebody about it. Who can make sense of those writings of his? At least old Brahman Project will leave us alone now. Go to them, and when you all meet in the pasture, I'll ride over and settle this nonsense once and for all. And if those two start arguing again, I'll be hammering nails into their arses instead of trees. Oh well.
Hear ye,
Praise
good
the Lord.
people! Now you'll learn that the church is rotten. Hear what Master Jan Hus of Prague teaches us. Priests swallow
All right, I'm ready now. Let's go to the pasture and have a word with the Takovites.
Excellent. Come, let's tell the others, and we'll send for the fucker project.
Well, Zhelyovites, did you miss us?
Of course they did. I reckon they hardly slept a wink.
Can you blame them? I'd rather come and get a beating than hang around in Zhelyov too.
You see? They're provoking us again. There's no use trying to negotiate with them.
There's nothing to negotiate, old man. The pasture is ours, and that's final.
Bullshit! You know right well that I got smacked around as a child in that orchard, right over there.
You know what? Now you'll get smacked around here too.
Enough! Does anybody here have anything better to do?
Trust? What are you doing here?
This shouldn't concern you, bailiff. We'll just beat those bastards' arses and go home.
Sort them out, bailiff. Put a stop to their nonsense once and for all.
I won't tolerate this nonsense in my territory.
Tell that to the Zhelyovites. Maybe they'll finally get it into their thick heads that this pasture is ours.
In your dreams, you Takovite swine!
Kurva! Be quiet already!
You're both wrong. The pasture is split in half. From here to that oak over there is Zhelyov property, and from the oak on it belongs to Takhov.
We're supposed to share with them? Ha!
How do you know? You're not even from around here.
But unlike you, yokels, he can read. It's all there, black on white, in the Troskovitz Chronicle. So you'll obey it and finally give it a rest.
They've done so much to hurt us. They should have to make it up to us. Make them pay.
None of that. They're the ones always provoking us. You know what? Let's give them a nice final bashing.
Knock it off already. Haven't you had enough of all this senseless arguing over the years? All those worthless problems and wasted time? Can't you just shake hands and make up?
That's right. From this point forward, this dispute is over. And if I hear about anyone causing trouble again, I'll have you all clapped in the pillory. Together. Now pack up and go home.
Well, Grandpa, Are you satisfied?
Good day to you, friend. Good day. Not in the slightest. Are you?
No.
Well, at least it's fair. But I'd still rather punch you in the face.
Don't you worry. I'm sure we'll find a reason to fight again soon enough. Otherwise, it'd be an awful bore around here, eh?
Well said.
Now, I hope the Takovites and Jeliovites won't be at each other's throats for a while.
I can hardly believe it. I'm sure Lord von Berghoff will be delighted with how I handled it.
How you handled it?
Aye? With a little help from you. True enough. It's nice that someone deals with problems instead of making more for a change.
Ah, don't mention it.
Leave it off. We've got our good name back. Since you did so well with the Chronicle, I have another book of knowledge for you. I didn't get much out of it myself, but maybe you'll find something revealing in it. That's a damn fine reward, don't you think?
My word. Thank you.
What do you need, my friend?